Didn't expect to see you here.
Dean's come in to discuss a bit of extra work with me, haven't you, son?
Oh, what kind of work?
Oh, he's going to be my fixer, PA, associate, call it what you like. He'll be bringing me into the office every day, won't you, son?
Anything to help out?
So you're coming back to work?
Yeah, starting Tuesday. I'll be keeping an eye on how things are going.
Right. Good.
Give us a minute, will you, Sadie?
Oh, sure.
How long have you moved on?
Hiya.
Right. Did you know about this?
What?
Tom coming back to work?
Yeah. Good, innit?
Yeah.
Postage bin. Can I open one?
No. Anything that looks like a credit card?
I don't know.
Eric Pollard. Eric Flynn Pollard. Junk.
Well, how bad is it?
Desperate.
No point me doing this then if you can't pay me.
Hey, it's not that bad. Yet.
Eric, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, the house isn't half empty without you. Come back early. Yeah, I know you hate golf. And your colleagues. Well, that's great, because I've got a few jobs for you to do. Yeah, the lavy's blocked at the factory, and we can't get a plumber for a day or so. Plus, there's a stack of bills to pay. Oh, no. Oh, OK. I'll see you in a few days, then. Oh, there's a customer at the door. Yeah, miss you. Bye, bye.
Is he coming back then?
Get on with your work.
So ready? Fingers on the dial and tell me, who is this? I've got a great...
How are you supposed to tell from
Not easy,
that?
one.
Oh, I don't
Here
know.
on Hot and
Turn it off,
FM,
will you? It's doing my head
coming up
in.
in the next half hour, we have...
Prestige property, whole page to itself. What do you think of that?
But Chris and my father would never have forgiven me. Everything they wanted was in this house. Everything they spent their whole lives trying to acquire. For sale, cut price.
I suppose you do really need to reduce it. You can't hold on for the full amount.
Oh, Callum and I'll take it on, won't we? Well, at least you know it'll be a good hands.
I'll bear it in mind.
Well, it looks like I'll be after a new job, whatever happens.
Well, I'll understand if you don't want to wait. I mean, if something better comes up...
Oh, well, I'll be all right. I think you've got more important things than me to worry about.
So why didn't you ask me to take you in?
There's a lot at stake for the company right now. I need you to keep focused on your job, not running errands for me. Anyway, Dean is going to be a bit more than just a runaround.
OK, then.
Now, are you getting any grief from Matthew and Jimmy over your plans?
Well, they're a bit upset that all the development money's going into haulage, but we'll just have to get used to it.
I hope so, son. But if they can't, then I'll be around to keep an eye on them. Anything else?
Yeah. Jarvis. He's slowing up the runs, so I want to find him some non-manual work to keep him busy.
Well, if he's past it, just get rid of him.
I can't do that.
You're too sentimental for the cut and thrust of this game, aren't you, son?
He might be getting on, but his mind's still up to it. Would have thought you, of all people, might be able to understand that.
Yeah, well, it's up to you.
Tom says he's coming back to work in the next few days.
Well, we better make sure the access road is signed and sealed before he can stop it, then.
What?
Edna, could you pop to the shop for us? We're out of coffee.
No, we're not.
Well, biscuits then, anything.
What do you lot have to be so secretive about all the time? I will never know.
That's the point, Edna.
I won't be long.
So, where are you at with Don Clough?
Well, the meeting's set up, but we don't know that he's going to want to buy the haulage firm now, do we?
Of course he does.
And Jimmy left him high and dry when Tom sadly let him back into the farm.
Listen, Don Clough's been trying to get his teeth into this company for years. All Jimmy has to do is make sure he bleeds him for every penny.
Without letting on that we got a deadline.
See? You are on top of this.
I see. And you're quite sure? Right, yes, I'll be at the station to meet him. Thank you. You're late.
I'm running a bit behind. I couldn't help overhearing.
Well, try a bit harder.
Is everything all right?
Why don't you just make a start upstairs?
Only if you'd like someone to talk to.
Oh, Betty tried that one. I thought I'd hired a cleaning company, not a bunch of amateur therapists.
Right. We'll just get started then. Oh, do you mind if I pick some blackberries on the lane on my way home? Only seems a shame to let them go to waste.
Yeah, fine.
You okay?
No. Just had a call from Joseph's summer camp. Sending him home.
Why?
He was caught taking money from someone else's locker.
Oh, well, there must be some mistake.
Don't think so.
But you gave him plenty of cash to take away with him.
Apparently he's been disruptive from day one.
Do you want me to pick him up?
No. They're putting him on a train tomorrow morning.
Oh, that gives you time then, doesn't it?
For what?
To get his room ready, buying all his favourite food and spoil him rotten. That's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Hello, Val.
What do you want? There's nothing left to take.
I've come to get me money.
Well, you're out of luck then, aren't you?
I'm going to be turning up at that factory with my lads before you know it.
I just need a couple of more days.
Stop messing me about, Val.
Here's the petty cash from work.
Not nearly enough. Sure you got no more on you? Empty your pockets, shall I?
Don't.
The next time you see me, Val, I want my money in your hand ready. Understand? Do you? Oh, I find you very attractive when you're scared, Val. See you later.
Edna, can you send me a letter to the planning committee?
She's onto something for me.
Won't be long.
I need it sent now with a faxed copy.
Well, it's tough.
What are you doing?
Garrett's clients.
Well, you're wasting your time with that.
They're haulage clients. And that is what you do, isn't it?
Hey, this Lockton fella's a mate of yours, isn't he? Get him on the blower, see if we can pinch his business.
We fell out.
Well, it's about time you made up then, isn't it?
You're head of haulage now, aren't you? You do it.
Val! Get us a drink, please, Rodney.
Why?
Well, because I want one, and I'll do your deal on the curtains.
You never give up, do you? Brandy for Val.
Should be a catchphrase. Save your seat.
What a morning. No wonder that Zoe Tate can't keep her stuff. I clean because I enjoy it, not because I want to be treated like some common skivvy. White wine's supposed to anything in it, love. She'd be better off without her, if you ask me. Mind you, she obviously thinks so, or she wouldn't be selling her home for next to nothing, would she? Sorry? Zoe. She's dropped the price of home farm. Seems she's desperate to be rid of us.
I'll get pearls.
Thank you.
Marlon, if you only had enough to buy the vet's practice or your own house, which one would you go for? Because I can't afford to buy it all.
Well, I mean, have you thought about a mortgage? You're on steady money.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, are you asking me to loan you money?
No, don't be daft. But you could come in with me, couldn't you? I mean, Smithy Cottage is practically your house as it is, isn't it? And we'd just be making it official.
I'm getting married.
Do you not think Donna would like to live with us then?
What? Lottery. Sure only hope.
Have you thought about giving the B&B a makeover, Helen?
No, not really.
Oh, freshen the place up, double the prices, makes sense.
Well, I'll let you know. There you go.
Oh, Rodney, sit with us. I've been thinking about your home.
Actually,
sit.
Alan?
I was going over the figures that we discussed, and I realise I haven't given you enough discount for, well, being my ex.
Look, I told you I am not interested in your curtains.
Why not?
Well, I don't think I'll be revamping Mill Cottage after all. Something's come up.
But I thought you were just driving a hard bargain.
Excuse me.
Jarvis?
Sorry to call upon you at all, Mr. King.
No, if I sound surprised, it's because you don't usually finish your round before sundown, from what I've heard.
Who from?
What can I do for you? Come on.
It's about as ours. Yesterday we were pulled off as lunch break, which we're entitled to.
Don't fret yourself. You're being taken off bins.
You what?
Well, we all have to slow down in the end, don't we?
That's all loyalty I get from Kings, is it? I mean, not Mr. Day, not a single complaint, and this is how you repay me?
If you'll shut up and let me get a word in edgeways. I'm trying to tell you that Carl has found you something to do in the office, so everybody's happy, aren't they?
Office? And you're expecting me to be grateful, are you? You're saying I'm past it. Too old to do my job properly, am I?
Jarvis.
Take a good look at yourself, Tom King. How long before your lads are going to put you out to grass? Find scraps for you to do around place so you can feel needed. No thanks. You can stuff your office job. After all, your bonny lads are going to need something for you to do, aren't they?
Thanks for coming at such short notice.
What's up?
Coffee?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Firstly, I'd like to thank you for all you're doing for me dad.
It's the least I can do.
Actually, it isn't. There's something that'd really help. Just turn him down.
What?
Say no. You can't work with him. Make up an excuse. It doesn't matter what. Just tell him you can't do it.
And why would I do that?
Because unless I've read this completely wrong, you're kind of fond of the old fella and you wouldn't want to see any harm come to him.
Matthew.
Look, the only reason I'm telling you this is because in his eyes, you're as good as family.
Telling me what?
He's sicker than he's making out. The doc says if he comes back too early, it could finish him off.
He seems fine.
He's in denial. Tells everybody he's 100%. The doc says if we can just keep him at home for another couple of weeks, it could make all the difference. You do understand? Tell him anything you want. Just give him this chance to get better, will you, Dean?
Mom, how about if I pay all the deposit and then you only have to come up with the monthly pay? Well, then
No.
Well, what if you...
I thought you might need this.
Oh, that's very kind.
Can I pick your brain?
What about?
You used to be estate manager at Home Farm.
Well, a long time ago, yeah.
How did you find it?
In what respect?
Did it make money?
Well, it might do, yeah. Why?
Oh, just a little fantasy I've got.
What do you think you can afford it?
Well, Zoe has lowered the asking price. You're not interested, are you?
Me? Oh, I rattle about at Betty's. Why should you want it?
Well, I've also thought she's been a bit half-hearted where money-making's concerned. I would make a nice business hospitality centre, you know, hunting, shooting, fishing, first-class catering, off-roading, you name it.
Has Rodney ever told you about his plans to buy Newcastle United and make himself the manager?
Go away, Diane. You wouldn't understand.
I think I would.
Haven't seen anyone strange hanging about, have you?
Well, apart from Sam.
If anyone tries to come in and take anything, don't let them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll stop them in the tracks with my brute strength, shall I?
We'll just try to delay them for a while you get your family or something.
I'm a seamstress, not a flaming security guard. Has your Jimmy been back again? Oh, you're gonna have to go to the police.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, you need some sort of help.
Sam, do you fancy a promotion?
Depends.
Will you be in charge of keeping this place safe and not letting anyone in who doesn't belong?
I don't think I'm interested.
Oh, well, we don't need a delivery boy anymore, so that's you redundant then.
Val.
And I'll think about it.
This mystery voice has really got you stumped, hasn't it? 10 grand. Could
How much?
If you can tell us who this mystery voice belongs to.
Oh, shh, listen.
I've got a great big...
I know that voice.
Get your fingers.
Who the hell is it?
What's happened to make you change your mind? An hour ago, you were all for it.
I've just had a phone call from wife. Sister-in-law's left her brother. She's going to have to help out with kids, so I'm going to need to be at home for hours.
Well, I can't say it's convenient, but family comes first. Just let me know when you think you can come back.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'll show you out.
Unlucky.
Well, I'll just have to get a taxi instead. Or perhaps Sadie could take me.
What's the point? You're doing a perfectly good job of running things from here.
I only know what's going on if you lot choose to tell me. Tell Sadie I want to word with her when she's got a moment.
Zoe! Zoe! Well, this must be fate.
What is it, Ronnie? I've got a meeting.
You've lowered the price on Home Farm.
Yeah.
Well, I want to buy it.
Have you got the money?
Yeah, I can raise it. But no one expects to get the asking price in today's market.
It's already on for considerably less than it's worth.
But you want a quick sale.
Which doesn't involve me giving away my family home, even to a friend.
I'll make you a fair offer. But I will need a bit of time to raise the capital.
Time is something I don't have. But call me when you're in a position to talk.
You won't sell to anyone else?
I'll sell to the first person who comes up with the cash. I hope it's you.
I didn't think anyone could get Dean to lie to your father. How did you do it?
Trade secret.
You're playing a very dangerous game, Matthew.
And what are you playing exactly? He wants to see you.
He's going to ask me to be his driver, isn't he?
I don't see that you've got any choice.
Well, and have him around, spoiling all our plans? I don't think so. We've been working so well together, don't you think?
And whose side are you on, exactly?
Yours.
I just wanted to make sure.
I've been coming at this from all angles, really, and I just don't see how I can manage it.
Well, Paddy...
I can't afford to buy Smithy Cottage and the surgery. I mean, I could probably get a mortgage, but I wouldn't be able to afford the repayments, and I don't think I'd get another night's sleep worrying about the end of the month, so I'm sorry to let you down.
So which one were you hoping to go for?
Surgery?
Can't tell you how relieved I am.
Are you?
Well, I decided not to sell the cottage. I want to keep something for the children in case of my absence. I thought you'd be disappointed.
Right, well, that solves both of our problems, doesn't it? But you will still sell me your side of the business?
There is no one that I would rather sell it to.
Look at him. Writes folks off, condemns them to the scrap heap, tosses them aside like so much landfill. Is he troubled with his conscience? Not a bit of it. Just a day's work for him. Isn't it, Carl King?
I'm sorry?
You! Casting loyal workers aside, we had a second thought. You went behind me back to get rid of me, didn't you?
Yeah, come on, mate, this isn't the place.
Do you mind telling me what you're on about?
Don't act innocent. Getting grown-ups to offer me some sort of token job. You're insulting. Well, you've got your way, Junior. I'll never work for your family again, as long as I live. You can have me a pint.
What? Carl's been on at me about the haulage all day.
That's good.
How's that?
Well, it keeps him distracted while we flog off his part of the empire to Don Clough.
You think it's gonna be that easy?
Carl's too trusting. By the time he suspects what's happening, it'll be too late.
Now, what about Sadie? Where do you think her loyalties lie?
Where she's most chance of power. And unlike our little brother, she's not stupid.
Dad's gonna be on to us the minute he gets back. You do know that?
Well, we best make sure it's too late then, haven't we?
Tom, can I get you anything? Tea? Coffee?
I can get it myself, thank you.
Oh, let me help you.
I'm all right. I hate being like this. Dependent upon everyone. Not knowing how my company's being run. I need to get back to the office. Will you drive for me?
Well, I would if I thought it was in your best interests.
It is. God knows what Matthew's up to while I'm out of the way.
And what if he is up to something? Do you think having you around is going to stop him? It's just going to make him more careful, to keep you in the dark.
You always seemed as thick as thieves.
Appearances can be deceptive. Look, when you're at home and out of the way, Matthew is more likely to make a mistake. And I'll be there watching and reporting back to you.
Don't underestimate me, Sadie.
I never would.
You know, it's not easy trusting you after everything that's happened.
I don't think you have any choice. Because something is about to happen that could ruin this company if you don't do anything about it.
Go on.
Matthew and Jimmy have found a way for a new access road. It's more complicated and expensive than the old route, but they can make it work.
They don't have the money.
They're planning on selling the haulage firm to Domclough and using the money to build the new road.
I don't believe you. You're lying.
Why would I?
Because they know how important that haulage is to me. Always has been.
But how important are you to them? They're meeting with Domclough soon.
How long have you known about all this?
A while. I wanted to wait and see if they'd actually go through with it.
Is Carl involved?
No. I didn't want to tell you, Tom. But someone had to. I just hope there's still time.